subscription service that'll get.
Okay, so I think I have things set up. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Let's see here. I want to... I have a list of projects I want to do tonight, too. Or at least a list of projects I want to kind of work on. Oh, good, you can see me. Alright, so, welcome to Beliford. So, I think you've seen this quite a bit. Voice is low, but compared to music. Okay, let me turn down the desktop audio. How about that? Can you hear me better now? That should probably work. First, I want to rename the city gates. So we have different gates here, and what I think I want to do is come in here and just make a district so that we can mark where, like, what each one is. And also, I probably should not sit so far forward there. Okay, now, let's see here. So, the gates. This one is the main west gate, so it will be the aptly named West Gate. Let's come in here and just do this real quick. Like that. And the idea is that over time, this will become a little district here that will probably be a little bit bigger. Let's see, what else do we want? Hey, Epso, thanks for that subscriber, or subscription. That is awesome. And, let's see, I probably will name, I think, what did I decide I'm going to do for that? I am going to open something up real quick. I have notes somewhere in here. Where did those go? Well, okay. I have a Google Doc that I wanted to make a note of, but I can't find it now. But I am going to name a building after you now, since you have subscribed. So we have the Slade House here, and I think we'll go with this one here. So this is going to be the Epso Hunter house. Hunter Cottage. Yeah, I guess we can call that Hunter Cottage, as you wish. Although it's really a weird spot for a cottage, but okay. We'll go with that anyway. And hey, look, you've got a founder's tag. Isn't that nice? Okay, back to the gates. Let's see here. So we have Westgate is named. I'm going to cross that off on my project list. Then we have Northgate, which is the main Northgate. And we have Northgate to the fields, which I think is going to be this one. This is going to be Green Gate. Let's just mark that. And then this one will be Northgate. Although this one seems a little bit bigger than the other one. So do you think this one should be North Gate or Green Gate, and then this one will be the other one. But the idea is that one of them goes out to the fields. I feel like this one goes out to the fields more.
Good to have you back. I've got an email
So maybe
from
this will be
listener
North
who
Gate.
asks you only play ancient music.
What do you
Play
think?
something new.
Let's come over here. I don't think
Well,
the district
concerned listener, I
got marked.
confused.
Come in here
You
and get
don't
this
play
here.
any music from antiquity. You're thinking of our rival
Okay.
Plato, 88.
And then we'll come over here too and just get a
That's
district
classics.
drawn here real quick.
Actually, all the music you hear is quite recent, from the last 400 years. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, so this one for green, the one that says Maple District, you think? North to the road, yeah. North to those roads. I agree, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So, Green Gate. North Gate. Oh, you know what? I need to turn off this music. Because you should have music... We should have music going. Oh, it's not looping. There we go. Okay, so now, sorry about that. Now we have the Beliford music playing, and hopefully you can still hear me. Now that the music is a little bit different than it was before. Okay. And of course, we get a few minutes setting things up. That is to be expected. That's really not okay. 13, let's go to, okay. This should be about the same as it was. Or like the same as what the in-game music had been. Let's see, East Gate and then the Abbey Gate. This one goes up to the Abbey, so this one is Abbey Gate. And this one will be East Gate. Over here, alright. East Gate. Alright, so look at that. We have completed a project. We renamed all of the city gates. So that was one thing on my list of stuff to do. Now I want to work on, actually, we are going to work tonight on the Bradford village. It's going to be our main thing. And Jack, I don't know, I mean, I assume that it's on your end because I don't have anything that says that I have missed stuff on here. Yeah, go ahead and tweet that I am streaming. Also, enjoy. I've got my coffee mug tonight. In fact, I should probably tweet that I am streaming. Let's see here, Twitter. I'm live right now. Twitch.tv/Czardus. Okay, that'll work. So now, back to this. Okay, so Bradford. What I want to do in Bradford is we are going to have a little village here. And by the way, this is something that you have not seen yet. Oh, I showed a picture of this because I went to record a video where I was working over in this area. And then I decided that I needed to work on this a little bit first. But what I want is a village over here. You can see one of the issues with the ships is that I don't have a LOD for it yet. So if I zoom out, we just have a wave, which is kind of funny. But anyway, we're going to get our village in here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to come over to the city. And we have 2 houses that we are going to use. Just want to bring these over here so that I know what assets to use. Alright, and then we want some of these ones. Oh, we're missing some decals in here. Or maybe I didn't get the decals in here yet. 1, 2, 3. There should be one more. Oh yeah, here it is. Here are the 4 commercial buildings. We'll just throw those together. Okay. So, the village here, I have a list of things that go in each village. And this is going to be a larger village. We're going to aim for 250 people in Bradford to start. And then, so we need a church, first of all. Let's see, a church. And I have a few different options for churches. We have this one, which counts as a high school. Or we have... See, this one is too big, I think. We have these smaller ones. This one might work, because this is a larger... Yeah, why don't we go with this? Okay, so we need to get it in there, get it in place. The topography on there so we can see what we're doing. And we'll put the church up on this hill. So we want to bring this over. We want it to go east, which is... yeah, about that way. And we're going to get it on the terrain. Like that. Okay, so then we're going to kind of come in here and just make this... there we go. Yeah, we'll just smooth this out a little bit here. Like that. So that is where the church is going to go. It'd be nice if there were an in-game compass. You know, there actually is a, I think there's a mod that does it. I think I saw somebody use one that did that. Okay, let's use the medieval brick road here. But I've never tried it, and I don't remember what it's called. But I also, I mean, I designed the map so that I know which way east is. Now, of course, I think I don't quite have the sun set right, and so if I do any screenshots where I want the sun a certain way, then I have to get it done. Here, now you can see me a little bit better without me. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you know, doing things live is a very different feel than recording. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to again. But anyway, now I'm mumbling that this church might be too big. Although I kind of think it should be a pretty big church here. I have to deal with you in chat. Yeah, I know that makes it quite a bit difficult. And yeah, anyway, I got distracted by Instagram. Anyway, let's see what else we can do. So we have the church. We're going to need fields, common pasture land, deer fields, and forest for this. So really what we need first of all is the people. So we're going to come in here, and we've got the church up there, up on the hill. Maybe it shouldn't be up on the hill. Maybe we should put it down here because I want the village really be over that way. And in fact, we're going to bring this, bring the road down in here. Pretty straight in there. And then we're going to bring the church over to here. And again, make that pretty close to east. So then we're going to take this part of the road out. And it feels weird to have the road just ending like that, or like a T-junction there. I kind of feel like maybe we would have... Would churches be having graveyards at this point in time? Yeah, we're going to definitely have a graveyard. And in fact, let me show you in Beliford. I have quite a few churches, monasteries or abbeys. That is not a church. Where do I have one? Oh, here's one. This one has a winery, or like a little vineyard in there, and then a small churchyard. And then over here we have another one. Again, it has a little vineyard, and then it has some bees and stuff like that. This is my favorite one that I did. So, yeah, Jack, you know, I switched the music to it had been playing the classics, and then I switched it over to the Beliford music, which is good, and I hadn't had it set to looping, but it should be a better volume now. I think I turned it back down. And then there's this church here, which has a little bit more like gardens and stuff like that. And then there's one more over here that is pretty much just a little monastery. Okay, but anyway, over here, what I want to do is, first of all, take out the whatchamacallit, fertile land. That's what this is. For our little village in here. So we're going to bring this out like that. And we can add it back on this side. So we'll have a little bit of a field there, and we'll probably come back and make actual like farming fields over there. But you know, speaking of graveyards, let's come in here and we're going to bring this over here like that, so that we have like a way in there, and then we'll bring this out this way too, and just get rid of that. And then I don't know what we'll put in here. Power cycling everything would help with the buffering, but no, there's crappy weather. Yeah, you know, we've had pretty bad weather here the last couple days too. And in fact, it's supposed to snow here tomorrow, which is kind of annoying. You know, I'm drinking my coffee and I'm realizing I don't think I have autosave turned on. So let's make sure that is turned on, because I don't want to lose anything if we get a crash. Okay, so now we're going to come in here and I want fence. We're going to use this one until I will have a bigger one here. I think this is the one I want. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we're going to get this out like this. Come straight until I will start here. Down like this. Go like that. Snow is not uncommon. Yeah, that is true. But this is a little bit early. I mean, tomorrow's Halloween. Normally it should be probably about 40, 45 degrees or something like that on Halloween. But it is pretty cold for snow. I mean, it has to be cold to have snow, so... I don't really like this side of this fence. I'm going to take this out, and then we'll do it again. We're going to do it straight this way. Come that way, down here, and over. Okay, now we're going to take these out. this junk in here. Okay, so now that is out. Oh no, there's more over here. Let's just move it. Like that. Okay, so now we have the church area reserved. We need some power over here. So for power, we have windmills. And we can get the windmills kind of leading into the town, like over here, I think. Got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they need a little bit of a road. So bring a road down this way. Like this. We had several waves of heavy rain. Oh, isn't that fun? We had a lot of light rain today. Which, I don't know. It is what it is. Alright, so that is that power. So did that go all the way over there? Okay. So then next we need... So what I like to do with getting these villages set up is I want to get like all of the service things in place, and then we'll add houses and stuff like that. So for garbage, we have this really fancy black water well. And what I want to do is actually we'll bring... Probably should put it like... I mean, it's kind of sad, but we're going to bring it back over here by the water. Sad because I don't like having sewage dumping right by the water, but we're going to do it anyway. So this asset, the actual asset, has a lot of junk props on it. It's not a very good asset, but it does what we need it to. And really, we didn't need that there because it says garbage. But it is not garbage. Which one was the see, now these are kind of weird that they're in here. Water mill is going to... This produces water. We're going to put that... Let's see, we need a little bit of the village. Like, I think I want some of the commercial stuff in here. So we're going to bring a road off here and down like this to the mill. Ooh, autosave. Coffee time. That is good decaf. And now the autosave is taking its sweet time here. So did it make an announcement on Discord that I am live? I mean, it should have. Let's see. Czardus Media. Yep, and I tweeted it there, so that is good. Alright. Yep, posted to the channel. Iced tea. You're not having coffee tonight? After all that trouble you gave me about having decaf? Okay, so let's get this in here. Watermill. Actually, that road like worked out perfect. Let's come in here though and grab... Where's the segment? I don't want the building, I want the node here. Wow, look at all those trees. Let's get rid of the trees first of all. Okay, accidentally got rid of the road. That's alright, let's try this. Okay, drink coffee at work and tea at home. You know, I like tea as well. So I'm just giving you trouble. We'll get that in place, and it looks like maybe it's a little too high. Let's grab that node again and bring it down. That'll work there. Okay, so that brings it down to the water mill, which actually we need to tweak this water a little bit, I think. Brush size, tiny. Bring that over here. And, you know, we're gonna move the water mill. That's gonna be easier. It's never a good idea to mess with water. Let's raise it up, though. And that might work. I mean, we still have... Oh, you know what? It's counting it as... Here, we're gonna turn it off. Because it's sucking water in, and we don't actually need the water. We have other ones that can work. But it is... Well, I don't want you to pump. So where's this water going? This water should be continuing through here. It shouldn't have dried this up. That's really strange. If we move this out of the way completely, speed up the game. Now, where is that water going? And that, kids, is how the Thames dried up. Yeah, but this... That's so weird. It just stops. Okay, so, I mean, you see the train height. Wait, so this is 54, 26, 56, 50. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely getting lower. But we can work with that a little bit. Bring this in like that. See, now it's going to be all like banks are going to be much higher. Let's do this. Like that. It's still being weird. Do we have a water source here? No, I mean it's way over there. Okay. So we're gonna add one. It's because that is one thing we can do. And that should be a good size here. Let's get that there, and work like that. And look, we've got a trickle going through. Raise it up a little bit. So weird. There's another autosave couple time. Looks like so far you two are the only guys who showed up tonight, but that's alright. We'll see how it goes, and maybe do more. But anyway, okay, you got the bigger mug. I think so. I got the... Yeah, I think it's the bigger mug, because it looks pretty big in my cabinet. Now the water is flowing better. But now, of course, that bridge, I mean, it seems like a really big river. But anyway, let's get this in here now. Like that. So that looks good. And then we can just move this so it's a path. Look at that, and the garbage vehicle is going right there. Yeah, I think it's 15 ounces. Okay, so now we have the mill there. Let's take out these trees here. Take those out. And those, we'll keep the ones on that side. So now I want to get a little bit of the commerce in here. So let's come over here and we're going to grab this one. We're not going to have too many commercial buildings in here, but we will get a few. We'll get one like here. Maybe this will be like an inn or something. We'll fix that tile thing in a moment. We'll get this in over here. See, these assets, I can't wait until we get a little bit further and I get rid of that. Dr. Jones, welcome! And thank you for the bits. That is exciting. It's great to have you join us tonight. Leave it to my mods to show up and be here for this. Exciting first stream in like, I think it was July of 18 was my last stream. So yeah, it has been a while. Let's get this in here, and then we're going to just come in here and grab all of these and terrain conform them. Yeah, actually this might work for a real tiny little village. It has been forever. Yes, it has. It definitely has. But I am excited to be doing some again here. We want a ruined decal. And I want just one. Why are you in... No, I don't want to see that. Okay, we're going to put that in there. No, go away. Go away, leisure. Why are you doing this? Okay, there we go. I don't know what that was about, but I can do it this way. So we're gonna get a little bit ruined in here to cover up those ugly tiles. There. Just to get a little bit of a texture in here. Yeah, my day has been pretty good. It was a work day, and I agree, it has been much more winter than I want it to be. What we're doing tonight is we are working on this Bradford city here. Actually, we need to come in and get some garbage pickup. So we want this here. We're going to put this back in here too. So these two things are going to be our garbage. And I need to figure out how to get these to not show up. I thought that hide it would do it, but it hasn't been working. So that's one thing to do. Twitch is definitely picking on you, Jack. Let's get some houses in here, I think. Although let's see what else we have. Yeah, we need some healthcare. Let's get this in here. Autosave, coffee time. Yeah, some of the, okay, so the first save is always really slow, and then the ones after that go much faster. So here we have a little bit of healthcare. Then we can get a firehouse, which these are stables, and I think that should go by the inn. So actually we're going to come in here and I'm going to plop that down. Reducing the music. Is it still loud? Okay. I've been trying to yeah, the problem with the music is that I don't know that the volume is consistent. I threw together the music track pretty quick this afternoon, or this morning. I don't remember. It's one of those days. It's gone by weird. But anyway, let's get this terrain level. That too. Okay. So now, let's see here. Hi, Bud's Modern Life. Welcome to the stream. and thanks for joining us. Now, I also, I forgot what I was going to say, actually. But anyway, we're going to come in here and we're going to copy some more of this room texture and get it in like that. Okay, so now we've got a stable in here. We need police. We'll get this in right here. I think that's a good spot for that. A nice spot for the gallows. Though let's turn them. I think we put that, actually, put them this way. Which means we need to get a little bit of road this way. Let's bring that right like that. Yeah, that'll work. So this village is coming together nice. Okay, now let's put in a few homes. We're gonna come over here and get these. We'll get them like right here. And then we'll actually squeeze some back in here like this. Like that. Gallows being the police station. Yep, the gallows are definitely the police station. So I've tried to find a lot of assets that kind of fill all of our needs, that fulfill the service needs. Now we just need people to move into those houses so that I know how many more houses we need. Also, I kind of feel weird. Maybe we should get a little bit more of something here. Although maybe... I hate to bail, but... yeah, I don't blame you, Jack. That is fine. You will be missed, though. I admit it, but have a good night. Enjoy. You're probably at work tonight, I assume. But maybe go watch some videos. That always seems to be a good choice. So I don't know what we should put across from the church here. Should we have some houses across from there? Should I put a little bit more commerce in there? I can't quite decide. I know that we probably should have some homes coming along here towards the river, which, speaking of the river, I think we should, first of all, switch to a mud road heading down here, because I think they would pay to pave to the church, but probably not much farther than that. So let's do that, and then we're going to come down here, and we'll get a ferry set up down here. So come down like that, and then we're going to do a pier here. Pier. Let's do a pier path. We can come out from here. And I want... Okay, that should be connecting. Let's pause it, actually. I wonder why the, why Nightbot isn't working. That is weird. It should be loading. Huh. Do you have a custom house for the priest? No, I don't have a custom house for them. But at some point I probably could do that. I wonder, I mean, I set Nightbot up, so it should be there. Okay, we've got a ferry line running right where I want the thing to be, so we're actually going to have to bring this in a little bit. Let's do that. And also, yeah, that is so weird. Why is Nightbot not activated? Let's check. Nightbot. Log in. Authorize. That's weird. I wonder if it's down. I mean, it's showing nothing here. Or it has the, I mean, it's not really showing anything in the dashboard. So I feel like it must be down. Is it live in the Discord? Discord, let's see here. Yeah, it's working in Discord. So why isn't it working in Nightbot? Let's see here. Well, okay, maybe one of you guys can figure that out. Dr. Jones, I know you are listed as a manager on there. That's so we probably should get you set up sometime too, but anyway, okay, can you do /mod Nightbot? Nightbot is already a moderator of this channel. Oh, now it's working. Okay, you found an answer to the buffering. Switch over to a stream that has multiple resolution options. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so now, after 42 minutes, we should start to have some of the timed things that I set up happen. Okay, but we're going to lower this here real quick to match that terrain height. And then let's come in here and set up our ferry line. Okay, we're going to come from here all the way. Let's stop this one. Oh yeah, we should stop in the same spot. There's that one. Add stop. Yes, add stop. Why isn't it not doing it? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We need to add the ferry time. Okay, now you guys are having fun with Nightbot, I see. Okay, so we're going to bring this in here. Like that. Like that. And then we can do create line from here. And we're going to go over here. And stop. And go back. Did I pass it? Bradford, there it is. Back and complete the line. Now we want to make sure we want select types. I don't want these, I only want that. We want to remove these. Remove vehicle, remove vehicle. Remove that. Okay, so we only want small boat ferries. Okay, so that is in there. Okay. So now we have a ferry coming down here, and autosave, coffee time. Okay. Let's get some more homes in here. We should have people now. 16 people. We want to get this up to 250. I'm going to bring homes right along here. We're going to come in here and just grab one of these. And we'll get some along like this. I'll leave space because we're going to add the other one real quick. We have this one. Like this. Alright. Let's copy all of these. Just come right down like this. Gets a little bit repetitive because we only have 2 buildings to choose from. And I may have put them a little bit too close together, but we're going with it. So Get these right like this. Now they're getting power from something. So that is good. Bring these all the way down there. And that's going to add quite a bit. Bring them this way too. Oops. Got distracted there. Okay, let's see here. Then this is going to come this way. And we'll get a few more homes coming down that way. Pretty basic. Now, I still don't know what to put in front of the church, but we're going to leave it open for now. And in the meantime, what I do want to do is we're going to add a, like, pasture back here, I think. That's what we'll do. So we want to come in here, and we're going to use the farm fence. We're just going to bring this right like this. They can have one big pasture area. So this is their common pasture. Like that. There, it's good to see Nightbot now doing stuff. And we should have another common pasture on the other. Actually, we'll just have... This can be all of their pasture. One big pasture. Let's get one path coming out this way. That'll work. Okay, now how have I set up the pastures? We have... first of all, we want to put the sheep in. Nightbot is finally earning its pay. Yep, that is exactly right. Let's get the sheep in place. There we go. Have some sheep. And then, okay, now Nightbot is, like, going overboard. But, we'll see how we like it. And maybe I'll need to tweak it a little bit. Okay, now we get some mud in here. Let's see, the mud would pool, let's say down over here. Oh, we've got a fire. Fire. See, now this is where it gets interesting, because our fire station is this stable over here, which should only be spawning the horse vehicle. Yeah, I think I have all the other vehicles turned off. But, the horse vehicle, here it is. We've got flashing lights at night horse. There's some things I need to tweak about all the vehicles that we have created for this. But, anyway, that's one of them. So then we're going to come in here, and I just want to make this a little bit smaller. So we're going to go down to, say, 57. Do that, and maybe we can get... Actually, that makes sense to be that way. Let's come in here and get dirt. More dirt. This might be the wrong decal for here. Let's see here. Yeah, although, let's come in here and we'll try. What I'm going to do is lower these decals down so that they blend in a little bit more, just to give them ground a little more texture there. Okay, I like that, and then we're going to come back and... What else do I usually put in these? Got this grass. This one here. Come back over here, and then we are going to get some grass around here. Oh, I gotta turn on prop and tree anarchy. Otherwise it gets mad when it gets put by the sheep spawners. Get these right all around here. Then I also think I will come in here and add, let's see here. waterfront. Get some of that in there. Yeah, that'll be good. And then we come in with some meadow. So we want the large meadow grass, I think. Although I don't think that's the one that I used. Let's check grass. I think the one that I've used in the other ones is this large prop grass. Yeah, we'll do that. Just to get this field in place, or this little pasture. Alright, so that will come down like that, and then we'll get trees along the rest of it. Do that, and then come in here and get meadow trees. Yeah, that's gonna look good. I like that. Okay, so now that is the pasture. Let's come into my list of things that we need. So we need 250 people. Right now we have 131, so we need more houses. We have church. We have common pasture land. We need deer fields and forest for Bradford yet. So we need more people, first of all. I think that answers the question that we're going to add houses along here. And in fact, I'm going to bring a road. Bring the road this way. Like that, and this can come over that way. Yeah, and then we'll have houses come up this way and along there. And then I also want to bring a road out this way. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to... The Abbey is going to have some fields too. Let's figure that out. So Bradford, we're gonna put some fields in here, I think. And we'll bring the houses down here. We'll have a field up there, so the houses are going to come along this way. Like that. And then the field will come this way. And actually what we need, this is not right. I'm gonna come back. Take that out. Want this to come along here. Lost our topographic lines. There we go. This is going to come along and be at the top here. I don't want it to be that level though. This is the problem that I have with road anarchy, is that when you aren't expecting it, it lowers the terrain. Or at least it happens to me a lot. Okay, so this is all coming this way. And then... I don't know where this road is going to end up. But we'll have homes that come along this way. We'll also bring this road up here. Yeah, okay, so now we have a spot to put homes. Let's come in here, and we're going to, first of all, squeeze a couple more in here. And then we'll get some along here. Get one like that. That way. And then get them along here. Down this way as well. Do that. There. this one and fill that space. So now I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe that's not quite enough space for another pasture. I was going to say maybe we should get one in there, but I don't think it I mean, I guess in Beliford I have some that are that small. We'll come back and we'll just throw one in here real quick. Same idea, we're going to use the fence here. Come down here. Hey, thanks. And thanks for that follow, HP Burrito. Good to have you. Come down here and we'll get that in place there. And then we want the mud. That is not what I wanted. What is... Let's just copy it. I mean, this is why it's easier sometimes to just use Move It. I'm glad you watched me on YouTube. That is great. Also, Dr. Jones, thank you for the host. That is appreciated. So I can come in like that. That not an auto host for me. Not, I don't understand what you mean there, but okay. Let's see here. Let's grab this. Just gonna put a little bit of grass around here. So I think you might have already set up an auto host for me, actually. I was checking that the other day, or like checking to see what auto hosts I had set up, and I think I saw that you had listed me already. I understand, yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of people that I am auto-hosting. Is that, like, right now, I don't think I bring a lot of viewers to them, but it's still fun to do it. Okay, so we'll put that in there. We need the sheep spawner. There is one. The decals are like huge. There we go, there's one. Sure enough, I did. Yep, that's what I thought. We'll get just 2 sheep spawners in there. And then we'll come in here and I don't think I actually want to use the meadow trees brush. We're going to hand plop these. I want some ash trees. So the problem with the brush is that it doesn't fill in all of the gaps that you can get. You can get these in here. And then we're going to add a few oak trees in various spots. Like that, and then we'll come in with... Which one do I like? This one, the linden tree. The linden tree is a nice one for just adding smaller trees that kind of fill in some nice stuff. Okay, so that is... that little area. How are we doing with people here now? 177. Oh, and we need death care. Okay, so death care, an issue that I have at this point is that the death care, auto save all the time. Alright, so we have this, oh yeah, you know what, we'll do this. We're gonna squeeze this in here. Get this over here. We're going to redo the fencing in a moment. The problem is that it has that metal and it doesn't quite fit with everything, but it's a cemetery that has a pretty big capacity. So I am using it a little bit. We'll take this out here. And then come back with our fence. Which one was that? This one? No, it was this one, I think. So we'll get that way, and then we'll get Yeah, we'll put that, actually we'll leave that open. Okay, now for here, so now we should have death care going, but we do need to put some tombstones in here. Grave, yeah, that works. Just get some in. See, and I know they probably would be a bit more well designed or like well planned out, but I don't want to do that. Also, you see they are floating. That is another issue that I have with these props. If the terrain is not level, then we get a lot of problems. And although it seems that it is level here, so maybe they just aren't the right height. Let's come in here. We don't have the building selected, so we can just come in here and let's match the terrain of building. No, okay. Just lower them all down. There we go. Yeah, it's ghosts. Definitely ghosts. Okay, let's come in here and we are going to add just a few trees to kind of make it look a little bit more like a, you know, established area. Let's do that. That looks good. And then we're going to come in here and just do walking path. It's too straight, I think, but we'll get that like that. And out that way. That works. Appropriate for this time of year, yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Okay, now let's work a little bit on, let's look at the number of people again, 191. So what did I say? We were going to have some houses along here. And we're getting pretty close to the target here. So we probably won't add too many, but we'll get some in this way. Then we'll have them go this way as well. And this might about do it. But those houses are not being conforming to the road as well as I want because of the curve there. But let's get these in here. Like that, and then a little bit more this way. And in fact, let's bring... We could get some fields down in here. So let's bring... Okay, so we need 3 different fields. We're gonna get one here. And we can mark it off because we need to make sure we have some land for the abbey as well. So this is going to come along this way. And then we'll bring it down like that. That'll be one field. We'll get another field this way. In fact, we'll kind of mark it like that. No power. Oh, no power. Which building doesn't have power? Oh, those don't matter. And the power, we do actually have power, but I mean, it's fake power. So we're gonna get a field here, and then we'll get one more, say down this way. In fact, I feel like, so I need a reason for this road to go down there. Maybe, okay, we'll do that, and then this road can just be a road that follows the river for a bit. Like that, and then, I mean, I guess it could cross here. Let's do that. And then just come along this way and be another, like, trail or something. Look at that. I wonder what that road will become in, 100 years. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to have a field here. We'll have a field here. We're going to take these out. Yeah, it's not actually a historical building, but everything when you use plot the grill bulls right now gets marked as a historical building. 213, I'm going to stop with the houses there. And I want to work on some fields. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 different types of fields. We'll start with this one. We're going to come in here and we want nodes, segments, all of that, okay. We want to grab those. And it should have grabbed the decal too, so that is good. Yeah, everything is a historical building in real life too. I mean, that's just the way history works. Everything is historical. Let's come in here and we'll do that. Now, I did remember that I want to come in here and we actually are going to mark everything underneath this as ruined. Because if we don't, see, if I take this out, then the decal doesn't look right. And so that is why what I've been doing is I mark the field, the ruined texture, then we'll just do it like this. And then I come back and I add the field, like the decals and stuff like that. And then I go back and delete the stuff. So we're going to come like this. Make this a little bit smaller. We'll get this one as well. This is going to be the biggest field, I can tell already. And I'm not going to put it on this sloped part. I want the fields to be pretty flat, at least in terms of the overall terrain. The individual acres in the field get a bit of the hill to them. So we'll do that. I'm really good at painting, you can tell that I stayed in the line so well. So anyway, we're going to come in here and we're just going to copy these in place. Like that. So we'll come this way and we'll get all of these over here. Like that. Come down here. And then looks like we are reaching the end of... Yeah, there, okay. Taking a page from your kiddo's coloring. Yeah, he actually is quite advanced with his coloring. Or at least I like to think so. He, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I'm not going to go into too much detail because we don't need to hear me talking about how great my son is. That's not why you're here on this train. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But anyway, let's come in here, and I think I could fit one more in here. I want to get a road. I think we'll have to come down this way. So we'll get these, say, this way here. And there's another autosave. I'm running out of coffee. I'm gonna have to go pour some more. We'll come down this way. Daughter is 8, can color pretty well at this point, but often doesn't take her time and is outside the lines. Yeah, I think I'm still that way sometimes when I color, which, I mean, isn't very often anymore, but yeah. Anyway, let's get this. I think we can get one more in there. Now let's come in here with this road. I think we can, we're gonna have to come in this way. So bring this road back this way. We'll bring this one out here. artistic expression. Yeah, that is exactly the way to look at it. I mean, that's what we're all doing, is artistic expression. Some of us are a little bit better at expressing the art than others, I suppose. But we're all doing it, so we'll get that like that. We'll get this road in like that. Yeah, because they'll be coming this way, and I feel like this house here is going to have to go. Because I think we would get a road in there. Okay, so that is one field. Alright, Epso, well, thank you for joining me. I know it is a bit hour later, and an hour later for you. So I hope you have a good night, and I will probably chat with you tomorrow. So take care. Now I'm gonna come in here and get a ditch, and we are going to do this. Get the ditch in here too. Yeah, that looks good. We'll bring this one this way. Like that, and then get this in here. Like that, and then I'm feeling pretty good about what we've gotten done tonight, by the way. I mean, we made quite a bit of progress on this larger village of Bradford, which is a really good achievement, I think. So that'll come down this way, this ditch. And then we need more over on this side. Have that come down there. And then here as well. Here. Oh, okay, right there. And get that in there. And here as well. So it's interesting. I'm really excited about this series. And I think a lot of people are excited to see what I do with it. But I will say that it seems that the episode that aired today, the viewer counts weren't quite as good as that first one. And I mean, that is part to be expected. But it was also a little bit not, like the drop-off was a little bit bigger than I expected it to be. So we'll see how that number continues. But in the meantime, I have no plans of changing what I'm doing with it. I'm having fun, and it's still so early in the series. I think it'll grow quite a bit. But anyway, so that is that field. Let's get another type of field here. Let's come over. So which one did I grab? I had that yellow. Let's grab this one next. And I want to grab those items. Then we'll put this one, in here, I think. Alright, so we're gonna grab that, or like put it in here. We'll start right here, I think, for this field, and then come down this way. Alright, and then continue this way. Right down here, and make our nice long line of acres. So technically, each of these acres would be assigned to like one household of serfs. And I think, we'll see how many houses we have here. And actually, this number of fields might be about right. in terms of fields per house and stuff like that. Get this in here now. And then we'll come this direction. It's not going to fit very well. It's the problem with the angles and stuff like that. Let's get this here. Actually, I wonder if we can fit multiple. Yeah, we can. Okay, we'll get one right up against the road there, and then we'll get another one in there. Okay. So then here we actually only have one spot where we need the road. Bring that like that. Okay. Now we'll come in and get the ditch. Bring this over here. Get the ditch coming this way. And get another one here. Let's do that, and then get this here. And then another one there. Bring that way, and here. And then down to here. Here, and this one. Get that. That one doesn't quite fit there. It isn't really needed. But I do want to. Let's get this here like that. Yeah, that works. And then we'll come in this way. And here. Here, and just a couple more here. Very good, and then we'll just bring this down this way. Okay, so that is good. I'm happy with that, but I did remember that there is one spot, actually a couple of spots over here that I want to get a little bit changed here. We'll get that there. Here, I want to bring this node like that, and that way. That will work. Okay, so I am going to get another cup of coffee. I will be right back. In fact, there, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, let's see here. I want to get one more field in place out there. So we're going to come in here, and the last one we need is this field style. So we're going to come in here and grab that. Oh, hey, welcome back. Did you go get more coffee too? Where's Bradford? There it is. Okay, so we're going to come in here, and this is going to come off in this direction. Off of that part of the road. Now here, it's not going to quite terraform right. The water only part of the day. Ah, I had to tuck them in, yeah. My wife is currently getting the baby ready for her final bottle of the night. And then, yeah. But my plan is to go until I've streamed for about 2 hours, so I've got 40 minutes to go. And then I will call it a night. But unless I get too tired before then, but I don't think I will, because I am having fun and making sure, or like I'm really feeling accomplished. I can't say that enough. I feel like we're getting a little bit more done than I expected. And maybe it's because the chat is a little bit quieter than the last time I streamed. And again, that could be because I haven't streamed it so long. But now I'm just rambling. Let's bring this here, maybe. Yeah, let's go right here. Keeping it easy, yeah. It's fun to have a little bit more time in game that is not just restrained to the morning hours like usual. But let's come in here and get this here. And get one more in there. I think we could fit that in there. And then we'll get one here. That's all we can fit. Okay, so where do we need a road? We need a road to come off here to get these two. And we need a road going up here. Okay, and then we can do the ditch again. So we want a ditch to come here. And then we can get one coming off this way. And in like that. This is the most tedious part of doing these farms. And eventually, we'll have the farms be a different style. But in my research, I was finding that with the open field system, this is how they were. I mean, it was just like one giant field. And that continued until like the mid-17th century. And then, the other thing is you can see that the terrain is different for each field, and that is called a ridge and furrow. And that's because when the oxen would go and plow the field, it would make the terrain change as the dirt was pushed off to one side. So you see these like bumps in the fields. So that is what we have going on here. So anyway, that is going to be this edge. We're going to wait on that piece there. Get this coming here. And we'll get another one going out there. And anyway, so one of the plans that I have for any streams that I do is, in the beginning at least, I want to have streams that are going to be me trying to do projects that I originally intended to have done before the series started. So like this one, I wanted this town to be in place before we got started, but that didn't happen because of time. And so that's one thing that I want to focus on during any live streams. So now that we have all of the fields in place, we're going to have an autosave and some more coffee. And then we are going to come in here and clean up the surface painter. So now we're going to come in and actually paint between the lines properly. So we'll come along this way. And then come out and we're going to undo in here, or like the painter in here, whatever, like that. We can actually come in here with this and get a little bit of a different color. Although I think what I've done in other spots is I've like painted along the ditch with that color. So we'll do that and then bring this off. Probably get some trees along that side. I do want a little bit of ruined in there because that leads into that field. And we'll get this out of here. And then come down this way. And maybe make this a little bit smaller real quick. Here we go. Okay, so then coming along this way. And the nice thing about this is that then, I mean, the ruined texture we can't really see all that much. In fact, I'm going to turn off the topographic lines because it looks prettier without them. But anyway, we can't see the ruined texture underneath the decals. But we can, and we've got, oops. Take that back out. And we've got one node here. This needs to come down. There we go. This one too. And one more here. Okay, then we need to come in here with ruin texture. Get this just in like that. Okay, now we can come back here. Get this right like that. And then we're going to have meadows and like a lot of the rest of this. Although maybe we'll get a little forest here, because one thing that a lot of these villages had was a forest that was primarily like where they let the pigs run free and stuff like that, but we probably need a little bit of a bigger forest, and maybe they'll share one with the Abbey. Though they've got this forest here. Yeah, maybe that'll just be a field. Like an open field. Okay, so that is all done. Let's come in here and we're going to get this along here. See, now the problem is that one allows the stuff through it, which is fine. So we just have to be careful not to get it on the fields itself. So we're going to come down this way. We're going to get this in here. Along like that. Along here. Take that out. And this should just kind of add a little bit of a different look to the ground through here. And that's one thing that I like to do with these, because it makes it a little bit cooler, I think. So come in like that, and then bring this one down here. Like that. Okay, so that is one field. Ouch. Banged my knee. But that's okay. Okay, so this is going to come over this way now. And then bring that down. Okay, and then over here, we'll take that out. Autosave, coffee time. Slob's intricacy, but your cursor and screen doesn't match your... You know, I used to have that issue, and I can see that. I can see that in Slobs. I wonder what that is about. Look, as I move it over here, it gets a little bit better. As I move it over here, it gets worse. That's interesting. I wonder how to fix that. It's kind of strange. But I had that issue once before when I streamed previously. Okay, so this we don't need. We don't want them to have access here. So we'll take that out and then come in here. Can I get this in here? There we go. Get a little bit more on that side too. It's funny, I keep seeing Nightbot in the corner of my eye post something, and then I think that it's an actual chat, and peek over there and look, and it is just Nightbot. Which, I mean, saying that out loud probably sounded kind of sad, but I just think it's funny, because it is. But anyway, we're gonna come in here, and then this can all come out now. Just come out pretty close to that. Alright, so that is good. And then just come along a little bit more. I'm really interested to see how this turns out, this whole time progression. I think it'll be interesting. I have ideas of where it's gonna go, but I also know that it's so different from what Cities Skylines was made to do that I don't really know how it's going to turn out. But it's cool to be even like just having it work in the medieval time here. So anyway, that's just a random thought that I get sometimes. Okay, so now this can come in here. We'll get a little bit of that other texture. Let's come over here now and take those out. So bring that along and take that out. And bring this over this way. Get a little bit more like that. Alright, so that was another field. We need to go back and kind of mark the ditches a bit, but we'll get there. Clean this up quite a bit real quick. Over here we need a little bit like that, and then make it smaller. There we go. Does this one? No, okay. That works. Bring this down here. Yeah, they do access from that side. Okay, and then just come back this way. Okay, and then over on this side, do that. Alright, and then come back and grab that. Until I take it a little bit on that side too. And then out over here. Between these houses a little bit. So I feel like this is really coming together. I do want to make that a little bit bigger here. Autosave. Okay, take that all out. Do the same thing over on this side. We do need a little bit in here. Like that. Okay. I think we are just about done with that part. Clean up a little bit in here. grass in there. We need to come back and add trees too. Okay, but what I want to do is come in and add, say, a little bit of yellow there. Or what is this called? Field. The field texture. Dropped you a DM with a link to a thread. Oh, awesome. I'll check that later. What does it essentially say? Like, is it an easy fix? Try the compatibility thing for... Okay. It's very interesting that it's doing that. I mean, it's just an interesting thing. But, anyway. Let's do this. I'm sure when I post this on YouTube that there's going to be a comment about it. Because there always is stuff like that. The properties for the slobs application. Override DPI. I wonder if I can do that while we're streaming. Let's see here. Properties. I guess I don't know where it is in here. Source alignment snapping. No, that's not it. I mean, I could do this later, but at the same time, I feel like... Why not do it right now? In-game overlay. Oh, I can view chat on here. It's on the icon you use to launch it slow. Oh, okay, so I can't do it in these settings. Okay, so I won't do it right now. That'll be a later thing. Anyway, when I post this to YouTube, I'm sure I will get comments about how the cursor doesn't match. But, oh well. Okay, so that, actually, I think we're ready for the next part of this project. And what is our city up to? Oh, 385. Okay, so the population is even bigger than I thought it would be. And we need another trash thing in here. Because they don't move fast enough. Who knew that horses would move so slow? Also, it's partly because I modified them. Like, I set the speed on the horses to super slow. But anyway, we're gonna come in here with trees. I don't like these assets at all, and so I really like covering them up as much as I can. Now in here, what I want to do is we are going to use the meadow trees. We're just going to get a few in here just to kind of like break up the monotony of the fields a little bit. But we will get some, I don't know, we'll do some other stuff too. Though I really like, these trees are really filling it in nicely, I think. Let's get a little bit more in here. Yeah, that tree looked good there. Okay, and then come over here. Is that all three fields? Like, a lot of the other fields that I've done have been really big compared to this, and so it feels really weird to, like, plop down a little bit of trees and then be done. But, like, some of the other areas have huge fields, especially the Fleetminster area. Bring this in here and a little bit more in there, just a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Maybe a little bit of meadow in here. Gonna get some meadow in there too. think that adds quite a bit. Just come in like that. And then just fill that whole thing in there. Now, one thing I could do is there are actually grasses that I've used in other spots. But I think what I just want to do is have, like, these meadows, the bushes and stuff like that for a little ways in there. And then we get the actual field grass. You know what, we've got a little bit of ruin texture here. Take that out. Okay, so now we have, you can see, garbage is a real issue. And it's because, no, we have plenty of capacity. It's really just because the horses are so slow. And there isn't really all that much I can do about that. I could come in here and edit the settings. Oh, here, let's do that. We'll increase this to 5 animals, although maybe that'll be... Shouldn't actually do animals. Garbage truck count, that's what I want, 5. 5 garbage trucks. I wonder if that is seagulls. But okay, so that should do 5 now. Let's see if any of the others have been updated to that as well. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a lot more garbage vehicles going around town. Okay, Bradford, what else do we need here? So we have the people, we have the church, we have fields, we have common pasture land. We need deer fields and forest. And I feel like we have... We're gonna have some... The Abbey is going to have some big fields. The deer fields are pretty much just like open grass. Wow, look at all the people that are taking this road. I expected that they would stay on that, but apparently they think that that is a faster path. Which is fine. I mean, that's kind of what we're going to see. We'll have some going that way and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got more garbage vehicles there. Nobody is using the ferry, but that's alright. So Bradford, I think Bradford is about done. Let's see my list. That is the larger village of Bradford. Very good. Okay, so now the next thing I want to see... I don't know what other project I wanted to work on. I mean, I have a whole list of them. I just don't know which one is the next one I want to do. So let's actually come over and we're going to do a little bit of detailing on some of these things. This is what I built in the first episode, and I'm really not happy with it. It's just, it didn't turn out quite the way that I wanted it to, and I think part of it is that I was still trying to get a taste for how the setup was going to work for the series. But anyway, we're going to come in here and grab a path. We want... try this one. I want a walking path that comes down this way, and that is not gonna... oh, maybe it will work. Come over this way. No. Not a good one for the terrain. And that one is just so huge. Let's just stick with the Roman, or the dirt road here. And we're going to have it be straight across here. That was not straight across. Go that way, and then we'll bring another one that way. Yeah, that works. And then we're going to come in here. And, although, actually, let's take that back out. I want a fountain in the middle here. Very center, kind of like right there. Yeah, that works. And then we will use a path here. We'll try the coastal path plane. Made it in like that. No, see, that looks stupid. Let's come in and we're going to take out the surface painter. This can be like a grass thing here. We do need a little bit there. These mud roads don't do well with the terrain changes either. But we are going to come in here. Oh, I need to have it be a little bit there because of the concrete that is peeking through. But anyway, we're going to take this back out. And this is going to be a grassy area through here. And then, we need a little bit there too. We'll have a path that goes to the fountain, and then we'll get some flowers in here. Also, it just occurred to me that we probably should do a little bit more detailing in Bradford. There are some gaps in the houses that I think should have trees, but I think I need a little break from that part of the project. We're going to come down like that. Now we're going to get a roundabout here if I can. So what we'll do is we'll bring this in like that. Like, okay, I don't want you to snap to those roads or paths and come out to there. Ah! Nope, not like that. Okay, try that again. Come this way to there, and then we are going to grab. And that is not going to work out because of the terrain there. But let's try and get that to be smooth here. And maybe what we can do then is grab all of these. Match up, that didn't work. Might actually just be the nodes of this path, not the terrain. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So let's come back in here and we'll try a different one. We'll try this one after all. Actually, that might be okay. Need to get these up a little bit, maybe. I had it, I think. Oh, maybe it's not. It's just not sticking with the terrain. Okay, so let's bring these back. We're gonna have them be the same height as that. And then let's try a different path. The nice thing is we have a lot of different paths that we can use. We'll use the vanilla one, I guess. But again, it makes it so big. That's the problem with the vanilla one. And I could just use the surface painter, I guess. Overall, I think we just take this out, actually. So that was a wasted few minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to do there, and I don't know what I want to put in there. terms of detail is there. So let's come back over to Bradford. We're going to add more trees. So we want to add some ash trees. Some kind of random open spaces here. I think they would plant the trees near the houses. I don't think they would put too many in other spots. Oh, you know, we really should have a house down here. Even though I know we are getting really close to... which way does the house go? This is... which one? Okay, I see. It goes this way. Get that down there. Just so that the Miller has a house. I think that makes sense. Okay, and then come in here, and I forgot what I was saying there. We do want some weeping willows back here. I think that would be pretty. Along with some white willows. Yeah, that looks quite nice. And then get some oak trees on this side. And ash trees to get a little bit of a different color in there. There, I like that. And then we need some along this area. Need to come along like that. Get a few more in there like that, and get some in like that. Okay, and then some oak trees. Alright. Get another one there. And some in there. I think this looks pretty good, actually. I think I am pretty pleased with this. Now, we don't have much detail in the churchyard, so I think what I'll do is just add a vineyard or something real quick. Yeah, and what we're gonna do is just come back over here to Beliford and just copy this and come back. Where did that go? Here it is. And they actually have a pretty big property here. So we'll get this to be a fairly large vineyard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll use a path. Use this one. I think we can get it done just right. Let's bring this down this way. And then bring it along here. Down and over. And then we'll bring this in like that. Now, see, but no, it doesn't like that node there. See, and I don't know why it does that. Maybe it has to be a straight node off? No. That's so weird. I need to talk to the person who made that. Can we do a 3-way there? Nope. Okay. We're gonna come in here with this one then. Just get that to be a nice gravel path. And that didn't work either. See, now I don't understand that. Let's try this though. We'll come in here with this. I mean, that works. And then we'll bring this down like that. Just make that go in that direction. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll just have a little bit of this stuff coming off this way. And then we're going to do some very basic work in here. We're going to get a little bit of a sitting area there. And then bring this down this way. And that can be a nice little path. Okay, and then come in here and we're going to get the flowers. This can be pretty much aligned with flowers along here. Take it a little bit out so that they can walk along there. And then we'll get a couple of big trees in here. Although that kind of ruins the vibe with the flowers. Maybe we'll get some bushes or something. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll get another color over here. Okay, and then we can come in here with the meadow trees. Some along over there, and another little bit there. Just do it like that. Alright, so I think... Let's take a look. So tonight, I mean, we did a lot. We built this whole village here, which I am pretty happy with. And I think that is about where I'm going to leave it. So that should about do it, I think. I'm pretty pleased with that. So, anyway, I think that is it. I'm not going to do a raid because it's just me and you right now. But anyway, that is where I'm going to sign off. So, thanks for sticking around, Dr. Jones. And, yeah, I guess that's it. So, you have a good night. I am going to head off myself. Take care.